Mental Health Time, week 19. I have a special friend with me. Look how cute he is. He's a derpy little giraffe. I've named him Pepperpam. Pepper for peppermint, because he's all Valentine's Day and all pretty. And then pom is the first part of the word pamplemousse, which is French for grapefruit, because he kind of has the colors of grapefruit. Not really. He looks more like a banana-colored, you know, peppermint. That would be amazing. It was like a peppermint. The inside was like a banana, like flavor, like cream thingy. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, I can't eat this, and that would probably taste weird. But he's so cute. I got him this week. He's my special friend. I'm an adult. But anyway, that's probably the most happiness and that you're gonna get out of me because I have the headache from hell. So that right after this, I'm gonna probably have some soup, have like some pain meds, and go to bed, which is also why I have Hello Kitty on, because I'll talk about it later in this whole thingy. But goddamn, I hate headaches, and they hate me right back. School's going good. That's all you need to know about that for this week. Work offered more hours, so I would work with the people on I would work with litigation, but I'd also work with the people that do essentially everything else that is in litigation, and that's good and it's exciting and I accepted, but it's also fucking terrifying because now I have a lot more people that I have to do good work for, and I don't know, it's like the 15 hours I have are specifically for litigation, so now I have to, and I kind of misspoke when I was talking to essentially like one of my bosses about like accepting the more hours, and I said I agreed to 25 hours total, so the 15 for litigation and then the 10 that's being added. So I'm essentially working 5-hour days every day of the week, which is not what I wanted to do. But for right now, for this month, I'm gonna keep it like that. But I'm gonna add like 2 hours to Tuesday and Thursday, so that way I only have to work in the morning on Friday, and then I can free up my Friday for shoots and doing schoolwork and stuff. And also, in the event that I don't have a shoot Friday, at least I'm still making money. So there's that. That's always good. And I don't know. I'm just gonna be so fucking sleep deprived very quickly. Like, I'm already sleep deprived. Like Friday, I had to take not Friday, Thursday. I had to take like, because I had a headache, not as bad as the headache from hell that I'm experiencing right now, but I had a bad headache, so I'm like, screw it. I took some aspirin that also has like sleeping aid with it, and I fell asleep, and it was awesome. And I actually woke up at like 6:30 on Friday. I never fucking wake up at 6:30. Anytime you have to get up before 7, that's like the demon hour. Like, why the fuck would you do that to yourself? But then again, I like my sleep, so I'm kind of biased. So I'm really debating discussing like this part of work, because I've already discussed it like twice now in a row, and this will be like the third time in a row that I've discussed this. But so the girl, same girl, in all of these three, like the 3 times that I've been talking about this. I don't know what the fuck I did to make her so fucking angry, But like Thursday, she gave me like a list of things, like files to update. And I'm like, okay. Well, Thursday, around the same time she's like sent the email, like, could you work on updating blah 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 blah. Like 2 people needed things done either that day or do like to have done like around Friday. So they were, and she didn't give me any like time frame of when she wanted any of the files updated. So I'm like, oh, more pressing stuff. I will do this today. And like before I went to lunch, I only had one of the files updated, and well, technically 2, because one had to essentially just be updated, then go right to the filing room. And pretty much, it felt like that entire day she was just angry at me, and I don't understand why. Because like I had to leave early that day, like, and it was like a half hour earlier than I would normally leave. And like she got upset about that. And then like she got upset that I wasn't updating her files when clearly she saw that I was working with 2 other people that had really pressing stuff going on. And like anytime you get an email where at the end of the sentence is 3 question marks, you know they're pissed. That's like the universal sign for what the fuck. Like that's literally what it is. It's the universal sign for what the fuck. Triple question mark. But it just kind of sucks because essentially she's the one that I kind of answer to, because she's like the main person that I talk to because she has the most need. And I essentially give her my timesheets. So, and that she gives to, like, essentially one of my bosses. Law firms have, like, a shit ton of bosses. I'm sure most other jobs have that, but it's like, I'm answering to one person, but I also answer to another person, and then I have, like all the partners that are working there, I answer to them, for the most part, because they're the partners. And then I have essentially 2 of the main partners I think are like the really high up, like the highest of high bosses. But it's, I have no idea. But like it's good and terrifying and like really bad this entire week, if you could just sum it up like that. And I'm gonna be sleep deprived. I do not foresee a lot of sleep in my future. I see a lot of sleeping aids in my future, at least for right now. If I can get, I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, it won't be as bad once school finishes for this semester. I mean, I'll have like time to, I could just like sleep once I get home and then wake up in the middle of the night, and then I can do my night owl things and then get ready for work. I can always do that, but I like my sleep, and that's being taken out of the equation. But I'm the one taking it out of the equation, so. And anyway, essentially once the semester fully kicks in, and I have like a full schedule, I'm essentially, luckily they're like really flexible with, they know I'm in school, they know I'm going to, like throughout the year, my hours are gonna change. So they're flexible with that, so maybe I won't, instead of working the 5 that I do now, I'd have to cut back to like 3, where it's like 2 on litigation and then 1 on the other 4, because litigation always has a shit ton of shit to do. And I also know, because I was a legal assistant with the other department, like I know how their stuff kind of goes, so it'll be easier, just like time consuming. And what else? The fuck did I write here? Oh, right, see. I don't understand my own fucking handwriting sometimes. I just scribble this shit down. You probably can't even see it because I do it in pencil because I don't care. And yeah, I just like scribble that shit down. I was going to talk about shoot. Oh, okay. First, I have to discuss this. Okay, for the past I think year, I think since like sometime in like mid-ish 2011 or something like that. Either that or mid-ish. Yeah, I think he sent the first message maybe late 2011, but we didn't really start talking until like 2012 because I went on like my little hiatus. And pretty much we've been talking about getting a shoot down, and either his schedule hasn't been working out or my schedule didn't work out. But like within this past month, like within the past like 3-4 weeks, we finally like were able to like, oh, let's finally pick a time to shoot. And we were last Saturday we were actually supposed to shoot, but was it last Saturday? No, it was last Friday. And he essentially said, hey, I need to reschedule. Like I think it was like Thursday. He's like, hey, I need to reschedule. I'm thinking of going out of town to New York. And I'm like I was sick that day, so I would have like I didn't feel like doing a shoot anyway, and I didn't feel like going to work. So that just like made my day easier because I could just lay in bed and not have to worry about either of those things and just be a sick little puppy. But it's like we had this planned like I think at least a week ahead, or like maybe even a little more than that, and to suddenly be like, oh, I think I'm gonna go out of town. Like, and maybe it was for work, but he didn't say that it was for work. So it just kind of sounded like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go to New York, so we can't shoot. Let's reschedule. What? And so it's like, okay, well, just let me know when you want to, like, shoot or whatever. So we rescheduled it to Wednesday. And it would have been, I said, like, oh, well, can we do, like, an hour early? Because, you know, I have a class, so I have to make sure I'm in time for the class, da-da-da-da. And then he's like, oh, that's a little too early for me, like, for, I don't even remember, I think, like, for, like, work or something. He's like, well, let's switch it back to Friday. Like, essentially, yesterday. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. And we like have everything like all set up, da da da. And oh, the Friday before, the main like the reason why he said like, oh, I didn't hear anything from you, so let's reschedule. So let's reschedule, and I've made plans, da da da. That was because apparently he didn't hear from me, but I'm the one that said, hey, how does Friday at like 3:40 sound, or like 3:45 or whatever I said. And he said, okay. And normally that's all you need to know, because we had everything all planned beforehand. So I probably forgot to send like, okay, sounds good message. But regardless, back to this past Friday, like, I bring my makeup back, like, I literally, like, spend, like, 10 minutes, like, just making sure that my underarms are shaved, shave my legs, you know, make sure everything was, like, made sure, like, I had makeup, like, I had, like, the makeup with me, put it in my bag, because I don't wear makeup to work, because why the fuck would I ever do that? And, like, I make sure to, like, make sure I do my hair a little bit, so I have it, like, somewhat ready to put it in, like, a fucking high ponytail. And, like, literally, like, a couple hours after I check, like, right when I'm getting out to lunch, and I get this message, and he's saying, oh, sorry, like, work's, like, really busy and hectic right now, like, I can't shoot, sorry to jerk you around. I forget, like, the entire message. He's like, sorry to jerk you around like this. Like, I know that we've been trying to get a shoot down. We haven't been able to do this. I will. I think he's. I believe he said I won't bother you until work cools down or until things settle down or something like that. I mean, which is. I mean, it's kind of nice that he knows that. Like, he's aware of the fact that this is frustrating as hell for me. Because, like, 3 times within 2 weeks, we were supposed to shoot, and we didn't shoot. So, I essentially, like, sent an email, like, well, let me know, if on a day you're not working, you're able to, because I don't know what his job is, like, let me know on a day you're not working that you can, shoot, or, like, definitely let me know when your work settles down and you can shoot, blah, 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 blah. This is, I have to tell you, this is frustrating because I have my makeup bag with me, I did my nails, specifically for the shoot, like, I have my stuff with me, I was getting excited, and, like, this sucks. And I don't know. All I know is next week, I think next Saturday, I'm going to model for the Montgomery class, so that'll be fun. And that one should most likely happen, so I'll be able to tell you about that. And of course, March and April are going to be fucking busy as hell, so lots of fun coming up soon, which will make me happy. But even more sleep deprived. I like to sleep. That, and also Pepperpam likes to sleep. But that's essentially all I wanted to talk about. So I will see you next time.